スーパーレディオブラザーズ
It's time for the Super Radio Brothers. I think the one just had an accident.
Yes, we are back. As if there was any doubt, broadcasting from one very strategic location within the empire. It is the Super Radio Brothers. What's up, Super Radio Father?
I'm here, son.
You're here.
I was running, trying to get here, you know.
Did you have a difficult time finding the place?
Yeah, because I'm going outside. And the dog is outside. She's been out there for about an hour. We forgot all about them. I don't know.
From the Super Radio Studios.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start calling it that.
Yeah, maybe. I made it. I found the dog.
I can't believe you found it.
Well, she found me.
Oh.
She goes, hey, yo, it's hot out here. Come on, give me some
that's
water.
right. Your dog went missing again.
Yeah, unbelievable.
He has a little Shih Tzu, right?
Yeah, Shih Tzu.
Shih Tzu that somehow, I don't know how, evades detection and leaves your home periodically.
Probably when we threw the garbage out. We must have left the door open to the garage.
Oh, wait. Looks like I thought we were getting a phone call. We are not getting a phone call. So you left the door open. You were tossing the trash, and the dog just snuck by you?
Yeah, snuck right by me. That's it.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, but look at the nice people in the neighborhood. You know.
Nice people. They could have taken your dog,
That's
kidnapped.
right, man.
It could have been a dog napping.
That's right. I'm hungry. What? No, they knew she was from the house.
All right. Good neighbors.
Good neighbors. Now she came in the house. I gave her water, and she's just laying there in shock. You guys left me out there.
It's like, are you serious?
Yeah.
Well, it's starting to get sunny out there. She does like to sunbathe.
Yeah, sunbathe.
The funniest thing, my two dogs, Freya will lay on the ground out there in the backyard under the sun, and then Odin will want to play, and he respects her. He'll let her lay down, but he'll jump around her while she's laying there. He's like, come on. And then she'll roll on her back, and then he'll jump over. It's one of the craziest things you'll ever see. Anyway, yes,
Nice. Go ahead.
Super Radio Brothers, a lot of stuff going on. We've got baseball has returned, a full week of baseball.
Oh, my goodness, man. My hairs are standing up. Whatever I got left.
You just told me anything with a ball you're
That's
watching.
Right. Ball, puck, anything. I don't care.
Wait, you said anything with a ball you're watching, and you just said a ball puck. What is a ball puck?
Anything with a ball or a puck
Oh,
being
okay.
thrown down on that ice. What's the matter for you?
Oh, you
man?
watch hockey.
Bloody hell, don't you know?
Oh, you and like 3 other people. That's amazing.
Oh, that's crazy. Anybody out there? Let's talk to this dude here.
Is there anybody out there? Yeah, so you got all of that. The baseball, the winter sports are coming to a close soon. The NBA playoffs are right around the corner. The NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, Major League Baseball getting underway. Aaron Rodgers still isn't on any team.
Oh, my God.
And now they're trying to say that the 49ers are involved. Who knows? Who knows what's going on with all of that? But, of course, before we get to sports and our personal lives, there are more important matters at hand. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. Something smells around here.
Do you? Well, that's something entirely different. Do you listen to the news? Do you listen to this show? We start with the news.
That's right. And it's all about...
Oh, poop. Yeah, it is poop news. That's true.
Yeah, what's the matter?
Well, not every story, but
sometimes I remember things. Come on.
You got to give the shit its due diligence. You know what I mean? It is important to have it as the lead so people know what's going on.
What?
In the poop world.
What?
Because that's one of the most important things
Okay.
about being human.
That's right.
Right? You eat, and there's consequences to eating.
Oh, hell yeah. What is that thing coming at it?
Yeah, and you got to deal with that. I wonder what the cavemen were like, early humans.
You know, I was thinking about that the other day.
You're like, what's happening to me?
What happens to dinosaurs chasing them? Wait a minute, time. I got to take a shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure in those wild situations, you could hold it.
No, probably the shit's coming out while he's running. I was thinking about that, man.
Yeah, like the first human being, you're like, wait, what is this? I
Hold
gotta
up,
do something.
Yeah, but they walk in all of a sudden. That's it. It's over.
Yeah, like elephants.
Yeah, but
You know,
they don't
walk
wipe
and it
themselves.
just falls out.
Well, I know an elephant doesn't wipe himself.
Well, eventually that must have been uncomfortable. You realize, well, I got to do something about that.
You know what I always say about dirty butts? A clean butt is a happy person.
That's true. You can't be happy if your butt is dirty.
That's right, man. Scratching and itching.
Speaking of which, I'll never forget, we've talked about it on the show before, when you pranked me with dog poop on my bed and you almost made me kill our dog. You put the rubber
Yes.
poop or the plastic poop on the bed.
Plastic poop.
Yeah.
I did it to 2 people.
And you were so proud.
Oh, I was so happy.
I remember I came home from school, or I woke up one morning, I don't remember the scenario, and there it was, huge pile of shit on my bed. And you were like, oh, look at what the dog did. Guess you got to discipline the dog.
So that's what you get for giving her White Castles.
You gave the dog White Castle?
No, you did. You
Me?
know that.
Really?
Come on.
No
man.
way. I was always dog food.
All 3 of you 3 stooges that hung out together brought White Castles.
And we gave it to the dog?
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh. I don't remember that. I remember you giving this tiny dog giant steak bones.
Oh, my God. The bones were bigger than her. She's dragging it all over the house.
Speaking of dinosaurs, you know, looked like a dinosaur carrying that giant steak bone.
And then we found a whole bunch of them, right? Under
Yes,
the...
and then we discovered that she would bury it under the couch, which wasn't good.
No, it wasn't good. You should have seen all the other friends that were there. No, there was nobody there.
There was nobody there. Anyway, you pranked me with some rubber poop, and I thought that I had to bring that up because here was an interesting prank that went viral over the weekend of a mom pranking her daughter with a different type of poop prank. This one involved Hershey's chocolate syrup. So, and of course, we'll get to see the 6-year-old's reaction to her mom's prank. So here we go. Somehow she uses chocolate syrup in this fake poop prank on her 6-year-old daughter. Let's check it out.
Too sweet to prank.
I had diarrhea really bad. Can you get me that toilet paper? See it on the sink? Thank you.
Is it like pee poop?
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
Look at her face.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can wash my hands.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I can wash my hands.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I think I got poop on me before.
Okay.
She's like, that's not the first time that happened to me.
I had a handful.
So there you go. There's a prank. If you the chocolate syrup in the bathroom, I have diarrhea. Please pass me some toilet paper.
Yeah, but the little girl confessed. Yeah, I've done this before.
Yeah, this isn't the first. This isn't my first rodeo, Mom. I've had poop on my hands
That's
before.
right. Turtle was peeking, and I had to get him out.
But she was super nice about it. I think when I was a kid, I would have been like, no, what the hell are you doing, Dad? The hell away from me.
He used to scream when we used to do fish night.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Ah!
Can you imagine if you were asking me to help you with your diarrhea?
Oh,
I don't think that would have worked out, man. That would not have worked out.
Damn, drip, 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 drip.
She was like, "It's okay. I'm so sorry." What a nice little girl. So there you go.
Yeah.
But over 280,000 likes, over 1 million views on that one video. So if you want to know how to get people to watch your videos, poop is a big reason to watch.
I guess I should record myself.
Yeah, while you're pooping.
Hell
I bet
yeah.
you that would get a ton of views. I bet you that would get a ton of views. Well, no.
I got something on my mind. I'm not even gonna say it.
You got something on your mind.
Yeah, and that shit hurts.
It does.
What?
I got a couple of cute little kid stories here this week. I guess this is prominent. So, every once in a while, those scam calls will come in, the spam calls,
Right.
and you'll handle it in different ways, do an accent, do all the stuff. One of my interesting ways, I do work in a radio studio, and my phone is hooked up to the board. So when I get a scam call, a spam call, I'll record the person's voice. They'll be like, "Hello, I am from so-and-so, and your factory warranty on your car has run out," whatever it is. And I'll record their voice, and the moment they stop talking, I play their voice back for them. and there's this like shocking silence. They can't believe what just happened, and then they hang up.
Oh man, you freak them out.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah.
good one.
Like, oh my goodness, what just happened? Was that me talking to me? Is this a parallel
shit.
universe? The
Ah.
multiverse?
Yeah, they're gonna find where I'm at.
You put on your Irish accent, right? And you're like,
Oh no! Sometimes I pick up the phone and start talking Spanish, right? So then the person on the other line goes, "Does anybody speak English there?" So then I tell them, "Hold on a second, let me see. Let me go find somebody."
That's a good one. So this mom, the way she handles scam callers is, they let their toddler handle it, actually. So let's take a listen.
Hello.
Hi.
Good morning.
Hey, good
Are you
morning.
Miss Megan? Morgan?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hello.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are you the owner?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Daddy has.
I can't understand what you are saying.
So there's another good one, right? Why not?
That was a real good one.
That's a great way to handle it. Maybe I'll get my dog on the phone. That would be pretty interesting. But I got one more for you with the cute kids. All right. So I thought this was pretty amazing. So obviously this weekend Easter's coming up, right?
Oh yeah.
You pumped up about some bunnies and all that, or
Yeah,
whatever.
crazy rabbits running around.
Rabbits running around with. I thought there was an egg shortage, but I guess we're still gonna have some of these.
Come on, bro.
You gotta be careful with these eggs.
That's right, man. People are cracking up out there anyway, right?
So I thought it was fantastic because this 3-year-old girl, she's so excited about Easter. Guess what she did?
What did she do?
She wrote her own song. And I think it's adorable, and I think it's a great song, and I think you need to hear it. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's rock and roll.
A 3-year-old girl wrote her own Easter song. Here it is.
Everybody, I'm gonna sing right now for one time.
Yeah.
Me, William. Easter bunny coming.
That might be the best Easter song I've ever heard in my life.
Goodness.
That was amazing. Come on.
You got to sign that kid up.
You're a songwriter. We heard you a couple weeks ago. What did you think of that?
That was awesome. My God.
Yeah, it doesn't get much
What
better
was that?
than
Rage
that.
Against the Machine?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she was
For
super
3 years
into
old,
it.
she could do a voice like that. It's great.
And speaking of scams and spam callers
Yeah.
and all of that stuff, this is a really wild story. I couldn't believe this one at all. How about this? You would think that if you were the principal of a school, things like this wouldn't happen. But anyway, a Florida principal, so I'll give you an idea of the school systems down here,
boy.
maybe. A Florida principal resigned after writing a $100,000 check to a scammer on the internet posing as a spokesperson for Elon Musk.
Idiot.
She had always wanted to get Musk involved in the charter school. This is Dr. Jan McGee now announcing her resignation to the board and basically just, telling us what happened, trying to I don't know how this happened.
Yeah, how
but,
you do that?
yeah, but here she is.
She's smarter than that?
You would think.
I am a very smart lady, well educated. I fell for a scam.
Somehow she believed it, matching funds with this guy, and he was supposed to give like $6 million to the school.
I put myself into this position and into this mess, and I made a bad decision.
And here's the next mistake, right? When you're a smart person, usually smart people don't have to tell you that they're smart. That's already a big problem. That's a big mistake. If you're smart, you don't say, "Hey, guess what? I'm a smart dude."
Yeah, you see how smart she is.
Yeah, exactly. What do they say? Actions speak louder than words.
That's right.
And that's not very smart. And if you're on social media, you're on the internet in general, you get a ton of scams. This week, I had an old friend of mine contact me on Facebook, and I was like, holy shit, I haven't spoke to that person in
That's
years.
what you said?
That's what I said in my head.
Nice.
That's literally what I said in my head. I said, holy shit, look at this. I haven't talked to this person in years. So then I write back, and this is through the whole Facebook Messenger thing and everything. I'm like, hey, how's it been? You know, what's going on with you? Everything is good. Did you hear about this government thing? If you send them a text message, you get $100,000. I was like, well, that's weird. I haven't talked to this person. And then I write back, because I guess it didn't register right away. So I write back, how's so-and-so? You know, somebody, a mutual friend. And they write back, good. Did you text them yet?
Oh,
like,
my.
I was like, holy shit. And then right away you realize, oh, this is a scam. So you report them to Facebook and all that. And but anyway, you would think it wouldn't be so hard for this smart. She told you herself. I mean, listen to it again. This is how she starts it.
I am a very smart lady.
So if she's a very smart lady, you would think that maybe you wouldn't fall for the oldest trick in the book.
She shouldn't have said that.
That she's a smart lady.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah. You don't look very smart right now.
Yeah, you gave up money and you don't have a job now.
And why would Elon Musk need? Who's gonna give you millions of dollars for your school? Why would they? Why would he need $100,000?
Man, maybe for his wallet.
It's the oldest trick in the book. It's send me $1,000 and I'm gonna send you back $20,000. You know, that's the oldest scam that exists. And this woman, you know, who by her very own words, she is a very smart person. So I don't know. There's just something incredibly wrong there. And maybe we got to be careful about who's running our schools, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
Something odd going on there.
There's something going on in this whole planet. But anyway.
I don't know if you heard about this. I did want to bring this up. I thought it was really cool. NASA, you know NASA?
NASA. Isn't that a take a nap thing?
No, it's the American Space Agency, right?
Oh, okay.
Has announced that astronauts will return to the moon next year. Have you heard about this?
So what are they going to do there?
And they announced the, science stuff, I guess. They announced the astronauts who will helm the first crewed moon mission in 5 decades, set to take off in November of 2024. The astronauts are NASA's Reed Wiseman, Victor Glover, and Christina Koch, plus Jeremy Hansen of the Canadian Space Agency. Koch will be the first woman to travel to the moon. So that's pretty awesome stuff. I hope when they get there, they can go to where the original crew was, and so they can say, see, it wasn't a hoax.
Yeah, that's right. This is real.
But then at the same time, people will say,
yo, they should build a station up there or something.
Well, I guess that would be within future plans, you know, to have a biosphere on the moon where, you know, a ton of sci-fi literature over the centuries involved the moon and living on the moon.
That shit was crazy.
Well, that was Mars, but yeah, same idea.
That was Mars?
Yeah, same idea.
You look ugly when you can't breathe, right? Jeez.
But yeah, and here she is. This is Koch. She's going to be the first woman to ever visit the moon.
I really don't remember a time when I didn't want to be an astronaut. For me, I learned that if I was going to be an astronaut, it was because my passions turned me into someone that could contribute the most as someone contributing to human spaceflight. So I didn't necessarily live my life according to checkboxes of how you can become an astronaut, but I followed those passions and one year looked at who I had become and the skills I had gathered, and I asked, could I sit across from a table and present myself as someone who could do this well? And I thought, I'm going to give it a shot.
So there you go. She's going to the moon. Congratulations. I wish I could join her.
Yeah, me too.
That would be pretty
I'm
cool.
too old right now. Yeah, more power to her.
You get some training going. I think you'd be ready by November next year.
Yeah.
You play softball, right?
Yeah, good. Go buy a couple of chickens, you know, throw them in the backyard.
That's crazy. That's a big debate right now here locally. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of, you know, you can't have chickens in your backyard in Palm Coast.
Yeah, but you can eat them in your kitchen.
Well, you can go to the supermarket and buy some eggs, and we had the egg shortage, and people, they want natural, you know, organic eggs from their own backyard. It would seem like a very human thing to be able to do.
I don't know, man.
And you're telling us we can't do it?
I don't want to see nobody laying an egg in the back.
Well, some people, they want to see that.
No, I don't.
They want egg. They want their own eggs.
Eggs are expensive.
Yeah,
now.
That's what I'm saying. You get a couple chickens laying some eggs in the backyard. All of a sudden, you're saving a bunch of money. It should be our right as humans to use our own property
So we can't have
have chickens. No, we can't have chickens. If you lived in Bunnell, I believe you could have chickens.
Nah, I ain't moving to Bunnell.
You know, maybe you get a farm out there, a lot of land, be nice.
I want no chicken. I'll get a picture and put it on the wall.
I don't want no chicken. You just go to the supermarket, right?
That's right, man. Hey, me chicken tender sandwich now.
A chicken dinner.
Yeah, that's right. Taters.
I don't. This is pretty interesting. So, a teacher, a professor, actually a former Taco Bell PR executive. He teaches marketing at Chapman University in California. Challenged his 80 students for just one of them. If just one of them could create a viral TikTok video that received at least 1 million views, if they were to succeed, he would give no final exam. So that's it. No final exam. If
not even a taco?
No,
Man,
not well. Yeah,
terrible.
Everybody gets tacos. I think they would have been less
Terrible, bro.
enthused about the project.
I don't know about this.
But did it happen? Did any of the students create a viral video to get out of a final exam?
Okay.
Let's find out. Oh, this is good. Whoa.
That's me. I'm the professor. I gave this challenge on Tuesday. It's been less than 48 hours. My goal was to showcase the power of influence and influencer marketing and social. And it's true. I said, if you get 1 million views on a video that's either filmed in the class or filmed about the class, I'll cancel the final. And they did it. They really did it. They actually did it. In less than 48 hours. I mean, I'm kind of embarrassed on that part, but I'm so
eating
proud
gummies or something?
of them.
Yeah, what's wrong with this guy? He's a
That's
professor?
fantastic.
Yeah.
And you know what? I made my point just to showcase the power of influence and social. You don't have to be a celebrity to drive it. And I don't have to grade a final. So win-win. Now that's good teaching.
And that's where I'll disagree. That is awful teaching. What an a-hole.
Yeah, man.
Make a viral video and then I don't have to work.
Jesus. He must have a license for
And
this
how
stuff.
do you know that any of those students have learned anything that entire semester if you don't give a final exam? Oh, because one student made a viral video?
Yeah, let's take a shortcut and we don't have to do this.
Now they got passing. Now they all pass and he doesn't have to work. He may be the worst teacher in. Oh, I got to take that back after hearing that principal earlier. But he may be one of the worst educational professionals in the history of education. That's bad teaching,
I
my
don't know.
friend.
He was too laid back for me.
He was like, well, I got my students to make a viral video.
That's right. You know.
And my friends, that's good teaching.
And that's less paperwork for me.
What an idiot.
What an idiota.
That's just terrible, terrible, terrible teaching.
How come we didn't have teachers like that when
I know, that would have been great.
Yeah.
If you're a kid, you love it, I guess. You're like, look, I don't have to work. Thank you to that one student that actually made a viral video. Maybe he thought no one would succeed. Maybe that was the whole thing.
I don't know, man, but I don't know if he was drinking or something.
So that video, by the way, is now standing at over 4.9 million views. And what was the video about? Which he never really explains there. He goes, you see that guy right there? That's me. All right?
Yeah. That's the video?
Yeah. The video is basically just her filming the challenge of him saying, if you do this, we get no final.
So they won because of that?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So it's pretty awful. Anyway, he's a bad teacher. So going from, let's stay in
the
the
written card test is harder than this.
Oh yeah, that was pretty dumb. Speaking of education and sticking in that realm, from bad teacher to possibly bad school bus driver, and we're also sticking in the realm of viral videos. This is a video that went viral on TikTok, over 1 million views, and I think you'll see why. Now, I do warn you, there is going to be obscene language in this clip, but I felt like it was important to leave the language intact so you can hear it and feel what's going on here and make your own decision. But basically, a school bus driver went viral on TikTok for screaming at children on her bus. And I mean, so many people have seen this video now. It's pretty huge. So if you haven't seen it yet, here it is. And again, if the F word offends you, you might not want to watch.
It's not me, okay?
So, yeah, it's not Super Radio Father. So let's check this out.
God damn it!
Whoa.
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 Give me the perfume. No, I didn't. I didn't do anything.
I can freaking smell it.
I didn't do anything.
Whoa.
I didn't spray anything.
Sick of you. I'm sick of all of this shit. I'm done with it. I'm gonna start kicking some fucking serious ass.
Whoa.
Do you hear me?
Whoa.
Yes. My foot's gonna be so far up your goddamn ass, it's gonna dangle out your goddamn nose.
Oh.
That phone.
Was
give
she
your
in the
bag
army
back
or something?
to me.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
All right, fine.
Done. God dang it! I can fucking smell it.
I didn't spray anything.
I'm allergic to this shit.
Open I didn't spray anything. They just like to start in the big. It's right in the big backpack.
Did they change her route?
You like to start shit too, Maya. You're no innocent angel here. I'm done with this shit. Done. I've had my fill. I'm done with it. I'm ready to walk off this goddamn bus right now and let you people walk the fuck home.
Whoa.
How much more do you think anybody can freaking take? Shut your mouth. I don't want to hear another goddamn word out of your mouth. Okay. Excuse me. What did I just fucking tell you?
Oh.
You think it's funny?
Oh, no, I don't. I'm sorry.
It's funny.
It felt like she was talking to me just now.
You didn't. You're so
Imagine
full
she
of
was
shit,
driving the
Jackson.
train.
Yeah.
You're as bad as he is. Done. Done. Got another goddamn word out of any of you.
Imagine what happened if she was a pilot?
Yeah, right. I'm crashing this plane right now.
That's right.
And seriously, kick some fucking ass.
Whoa, man. Whoa, that.
So there you go.
Wow. That's got to be the worst person on this planet.
Well, I'm very happy you said that.
Yeah.
Because now we're going to get the rest of the story.
Oh.
All right. And it's the rest of the story is pretty interesting because one of the things that has shocked her in all of this isn't necessarily losing her job, because she did resign, but that she may be getting
last night on News
a little more support than you would think. So how, do you want to hear the rest of this story?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
man.
here we go. Let's check it out.
We told you last night on News 5 at 11 about the Amherst School District investigating a video that has now gone viral. It features one of its bus drivers. Now, in that video, the driver pulls over her school bus and proceeds to use inappropriate language, even obscenities directed at the students on board. It was cause for concern for some, but not everyone felt that way.
Tonight, for the first time, we hear from the bus driver at the center of it all, who says she is shocked by the amount of support she is receiving since this incident. News 5's Jesse Schultz has more.
My foot's gonna be so far up your...
This video has been viewed nearly 3 million times, showing an irate Amherst bus driver screaming at students on the bus.
I'm ready to walk off this bus right now and let you people walk the home.
It's the opposite of the Jackie Miller who sat down with me Friday evening.
It is out of character for me.
She's been a bus driver for 15 years, the last 2 with Amherst schools, and says she loved her job and her kids.
They were so much
Really?
fun. I got to spend
She
just
shows
a few
love in a
minutes
weird
every day with
way.
them, but I was lucky because I had great kids.
Excuse me. What did I just tell you?
But claims what you saw on that video was the culmination of a year's worth of frustration. Frustration, she says, she asked school administrators to address.
my requests for help were ignored.
Miller says it all stems from a small group of junior high students who consistently bullied other students, were disruptive and distractive. And Wednesday, she snapped.
This was my breaking point.
The video blew up. Some parents were appalled by Miller's actions, calling her unprofessional and out of pocket.
When you threaten physical violence against children, you lose all of what you were going to say.
Miller resigned that night, suspecting she would be fired.
It was definitely the right call on getting rid of the bus driver.
But what she never expected, the majority of parents and strangers who supported her.
Hashtag Team Bus Driver.
People like Jackie Adkins.
People have bad days. I've had bad days. And I think that's what everybody felt in that moment when they saw that, is that they felt for her.
Who is the owner of Mistake on the Lake Apparel and who made part of Miller's rant into a shirt.
She's going to get around $5 t-shirt.
And people like Jeff Grob.
I just thought, man, we got to help her because I'm sure there's more to this story.
Who started a GoFundMe page for Miller's retirement fund. The page has surpassed $15,000 in less than a day.
There needs to be more ability for these drivers to discipline the kids so that it doesn't escalate to this level in the future.
Miller says she apologizes for her actions, but does not regret them and hopes her breaking point is a turning point for school districts.
Parents, teachers, administration, they must step up and support bus drivers.
Reporting for News 5, I'm Jessie Schultz.
Those poor bus drivers.
Oh, my God. Yeah, they do go through a lot, don't they?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's got to be tough when you get a bus full of asshole kids that you can't discipline.
Yeah, she broke.
Yep, she snapped. She let him hear it.
I was waiting for her to do Jackie Chan in there, man.
Really kick some ass?
Yeah, like somebody we should be watching.
Yeah, so there you go. I thought it was an interesting story. There's no way you should snap like that, but I thought it was important to give the full story where she says that there were a group of kids on there that were bullying other kids. So maybe in a way she was sticking up for some of the kids too, that were being bullied.
Now, was she sticking up for the kids that are being bullied or the bullies?
I think she was sticking up for the kids who were being bullied.
There you go. I wanted to hear it from you.
Oh, okay. But at least that's the way I interpret it. It would be funny if she was sticking up for the bullies.
Imagine that.
You're such a baby.
That's right. Let them kick your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. And finally here on the news, I thought this was pretty interesting as well. Easter egg hunt. It is Easter egg weekend, right?
Yeah. Is it?
I think it is. You're cool with Easter egg hunts, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I go out of my way to look for the eggs.
But would you let your kid do an Easter egg hunt at a cemetery?
That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Holly Hill Memorial Gardens is hosting the event one day before Easter. Now, as to why this is stirring up controversy, it's being held on the grounds of a cemetery. An ad promoting the event says the hunt will take place on undeveloped land on their grounds and will not be held near anyone's graves. 11 News visited the property today, and there are multiple open grassy areas without any grave sites. The ad says there will be prizes, refreshments, and kids will get a chance to meet the Easter Bunny.
Where's he coming from?
The Easter Bunny should be dressed like a mortician.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the guy that walked around with the Undertaker?
Yeah. Oh, with the long tails and everything. Yeah.
Dressed in black.
Oh, my God.
Majority of residents we spoke to say they wouldn't take their kids. Some were a bit skeptical, while others called the event disrespectful.
It's really weird. It's creepy.
No.
Yeah. Nope. I have my own world. Take them to church. I'm not taking them to a
Dig
cemetery.
a little hole in each grave and put an egg.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And for the really awesome egg, maybe the top prize egg, you actually dig really deep and put it near the coffin.
Yeah,
or in the coffin.
No, you put two fake arms holding it.
Yeah. You get like one of those Halloween props where the zombie's coming out of the dirt and he's holding one of the eggs.
Yeah, and the kid's trying to pull it and the arms are going back and forth.
Yeah. This is fantastic. It's what they're really doing is combining holidays, Halloween and Easter. I think it's a great idea.
If you eat too much, you're going to die.
in a cemetery at all, just based on, it's people and their loved ones that they've lost and things of that nature. So probably not.
Now, we did reach out to the cemetery for more information on the planned event. They tell 11 News that their intention is to bring the community together in a respectful and safe environment for children. They say that there is enough space within the park that can allow for respectful events without disturbing the peaceful environment families use to pay respect to their loved ones. They add that it's never their intention to upset or offend anyone. The Easter egg hunt is still scheduled to take place April 8th. In the studio, Ashley.
I think that would be pretty cool. Come on. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, kid, come here. The egg is right here.
I think it's a great idea. Sometimes you need a lot of land to make it interesting.
Well, maybe they want to feel, kids too,
What, the dead people?
Yeah, the dead people say, hey, look, they're walking on us. Nice.
That's what they say?
Yeah.
I love it when the kids walk on us. This is so fantastic.
Oh, I love it. Hey, that one got a nice egg.
The egg's over here.
Yeah, come here. Come here, little
Come
one.
get this egg. I'm not a scary ghost.
I just sound like this. Here, look at this egg.
This is just, what dead people sound like. Doesn't mean I'm mean or scary.
That's right. So don't look at me.
Yes. All right. Well, there you go. That's the news. A lot of interesting stuff in the news this week.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Especially that bus driver.
Yeah, that bus driver. That's something else, huh?
Oh, man.
It's just not
and
very professional.
They're raising money for her.
Yeah,
it's great.
She had a bad day.
Oh, man. I got a lot of bad days. Maybe I should do that, right?
You know what? If a bad day is going to get me $15,000.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe I need to have a bad day.
Shit. I need to annoy somebody.
Bad days help pay the bills, you know what I'm saying?
That's right, man.
Just make it happen.
I'm going squirrel hunting next week.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's you're not serving that anytime I'm heading to your house, are you?
No, man, because they keep burying those acorns and those nuts, those peanuts in them.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you...
They're digging up the ground, man. It's time
pissing
to go.
you off.
Yeah, it's time to go out there with a net.
Oh, you got to get dogs, man. The squirrels won't come near here in the backyard with the dogs out there.
Yo, my dog weighs 10 pounds. Are you kidding?
Oh, yeah, a squirrel might kick your dog's ass.
Oh, hell yeah. Some of the squirrels are bigger than her.
Oh, my goodness. Well, let's talk about this. Do you know what that means?
I don't know, man. You tell me, man.
It means it's time for sports.
Yeah, I wanted you to say that.
You wanted me to say it? I wanted you to say it.
It's all about sports.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Super Radio Brothers Sports. First week of Major League Baseball with all the rule changes. New York Yankee baseball in full swing. How did you enjoy your first week of baseball being back?
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy.
I even watched the replay. I don't care.
You'll even watch the replay?
Man, I think I must have watched all the games since last week.
Do you think because one thing that happened with me was on opening day, I watched so many games. I think I watched 4 different baseball games, and I can't remember the last time I did that. And I think part of the reason was because of the pitch clock makes the pace of the game so enjoyable, in my opinion. It really flows.
Yeah, well, you see Judge and Stanton don't move.
Yeah,
they don't take no extra swings or nothing.
Reminds you of the old days of, remember, Nomar Garciaparra with the gloves.
That's right. Oh, my God. Banging him, kicking his shoes.
Yeah, there can't be any of that anymore.
None of that.
And we've seen... we saw Garrett Cole walk somebody, right?
Yeah.
On a pitch clock violation.
They couldn't get the signs quick enough, you know?
Yep. And we actually, I don't know if you saw this, got our first ejection from a pitch clock violation. It involved Manny Machado striking out because of a pitch clock violation. And
boy.
This is what it sounded like.
That's a strikeout. There's a violation. Ron Culpa just rung up Manny Machado. We're on the clock here this year, and that's an automatic strike, and it happens to be strike 3. Here comes Bob Melvin. And somebody's been ejected. Looks like Machado. The inning just ended on a pitch timer violation with Manny Machado at the plate, and now it looks like his day may be done. That's an automatic strike 3. Off to a raucous start in San Diego.
Boo!
These ball players got to be on the ball now.
You got to be ready, man. You know, it don't work. You can't take your time. You know, the time for testing it, and that's one thing I really like about it so far, too, is the umpires are really on top of it. Even if their strike zone sucks, they're ready to call you out if you violate the pitch clock. So I think it's working out really well. The time of the games are about a half hour less than they were last year at this point.
2 hours and 30 minutes the Yankee game yesterday or the day
Yeah,
before?
it was. You know, we've had a couple of 2.5 hour games, but to me, it's not necessarily. From my perspective, what I've experienced so far, it's not really about the length of the game. It's really more about the pace of the game. And you notice a couple of things, right? The other day I was working and I was watching the Yankee game, and somebody hit a home run, but my eyes were on my computer screen, and I missed the moment they hit the home run. You know, I just catch the guy running around the bases. And usually the way you think about that in the past was, all right, they're about to show the replay now. I'll be able to see the replay right away here.
Yeah.
But there's no time anymore. So now you got to wait a while because the next guy's up at bat right away. And the broadcast, and it shows, it's not just the players that got to get used to this. It's also the broadcast crew. Everybody involved has to get used to the new pace of game. And I didn't end up seeing a replay of the home run until the very end of the inning. And I was like, wow, look, there's not even any time to show you a replay of the home run that was hit.
Damn.
Meanwhile, last year, you would get like 5 replays before the next guy came
hell
up,
yeah.
you know? So it's just different, man.
So it's just moving, man. Moving. It's no shifts, more base hits.
Yep.
More stolen bases.
Yeah, you're seeing more athleticism stand out here. So the Yankees, they go 4-2, win 2 out of 3 in their first 2 series. Looking pretty good so far. Still striking out a lot. Garrett Cole's 2 performances definitely stand out to me. He's been pretty impressive and incredible his first 2 starts. And I don't know if anybody was ready to say this before the season started, but I think you can easily say that Garrett Cole is the best pitcher in New York. DeGrom is gone. The Mets decided they weren't going to pay him, and he struggled his first start out there in Texas. But, you know, they have 2 90-year-old pitchers over there, one of which with Verlander, you know, he started the season on the IL, so he hasn't even pitched yet. And Scherzer has looked less than spectacular. So I think it's easy to say that Garrett Cole is the best pitcher in New York. I
just signed right now.
Well, yep, one of his issues, giving up a ton of home runs. He gave up a lot of home runs last year as well, but that hasn't been an issue for him so far this year. And, yeah, he's been incredible. A whole bunch of strikeouts. Looks really good. And, you know, the Yankees have faced pretty good competition here. The Giants don't stink, and the Phillies are the defending National League champions. So to get out of those first 2 series, winning 2 straight series and being 4-2, I think is pretty good for them. Of course, you look in the division. I was hoping Trent was going to be on here today so he can gloat about his 6-0 Tampa Bay Rays.
Maybe because the Rangers beat the Lightning.
Oh, he didn't want to face you.
He didn't want to face me, man.
After the Lightning
up
went
that
down
Trent
to the
River
Rangers.
with no paddles, baby.
Oh man, but yeah, you know the Ray. I was gonna what I was gonna say him was what I was gonna say to him was what did we get the magic number yet for the Rays? What's their magic number to clinch the division?
Oh, that's great. Oh, you got to write that down, man.
You know, I mean, look, and usually teams.
It's early, man.
I forget the Mets. What were they, 9-0 one year? Usually these teams that get off to these starts don't do very well in the long run. And let's face it, the teams that the Rays played really stink. The Tigers stink, man.
They play the Tigers?
They play the Tigers, man.
Hey, yo, Mr. Tiger, you want to come to the wedding?
And the Tigers are horrible. You know, and they played the Washington Nationals, and the Nationals are horrible. So, you know, off to a 6-0 start, and the Rays are consistently a good team every year. 6-0 right now, but you look at the teams they played, Tigers are terrible, and the Nationals are awful as well. So, We'll see. I'm not sure who the Rays get this weekend. I'd like to, and really, baseball is not about that, right? You got to beat who's on your schedule. And this year, that's especially true because you play everybody in baseball,
yeah,
right?
it's crazy. I never seen a Yankees start against a National League.
It was so weird. I honestly didn't like it myself to start off the season against those National League teams, the Giants and the Phillies. But that's the schedule this year, and I don't necessarily think that the unbalanced schedule is the answer either. Because I'm not sure I liked the Yankees playing the Orioles 19 times a year, but I do want to see them play the division more. So, because you feel like in order to win the division, you want to beat those teams. So that part of it I understand. Not sure what well, I'll tell you what they're trying to do. They're trying to get the teams that do well at the gate, like the Yankees, the Dodgers, all the top teams,
Boston.
the Red Sox.
Yeah.
They want them to go to more markets so that those teams can get the benefits of that gate, because obviously if the Yankees show up to Pittsburgh, more people are going to go see the Pirates play the Yankees rather than going to go see the Pirates play the Marlins. So the logic of it makes sense from a money perspective. I'm not so sure how much sense it makes in the baseball.
It's more money.
Yep, and then teams can do that too. They'll charge more for when the bigger teams come to town.
I've gone to the Tampa games with the Yankees.
And those always are a bit more money, right?
At least $30, $40 more.
Yeah.
Ticket,
So, anyway, it's been a pretty great start. Yankees have their injuries in the rotation with Rodon and Severino's not pitching yet. So
Harrison.
Yep. Yeah, Harrison Bader is out. So they have their injury problems. But so far they've played pretty well. Volpe's looked good out there. So again, you can't complain at 4-2 when you face some pretty good competition to start the season. Now the Met fans pretty worried, right?
Oh,
because
my God.
they're getting smoked every day, it seems like.
Oh, one guy today at practice, he goes, "Don't talk to me, Rich." I say,
Oh, he's a
"What?"
Met fan?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, Mets, they lost 9-0 to the Brewers on Tuesday, and I think they lost 10-0 on Monday. So that way, they lost. So the Brewers they beat the Mets 10-0 on Monday, 9-0 on Tuesday, and I think the game on Tuesday Scherzer started. So no excuses there, and it's been a tough start to the season for the Mets as well.
My.
So, and the Braves are 5-1, so you don't want to. Hey, it is April, but you don't want to fall too far behind.
Yeah, 10 games back in 2 weeks.
So and Blue Jays have got off to a decent start. American League East is going to be a tough division.
Baltimore also.
And how about the Angels at 4-2? Maybe they'll be good this year. Not.
Nah, you think not?
Yeah, they always stink. And that's the most amazing thing in sports is how can you have the two of the greatest players in the world in Shohei Ohtani and Trout and still stink? That's just that's the way it is with that team. It doesn't matter what they do. They're terrible. So 4-2 right now, but that probably means nothing as well. So, but those are the things that stand out to me. Aaron Judge getting a home run in his first at-bat of the season after the season he had last year was pretty amazing too. So that was cool.
But he's striking out again.
Well, he strikes out. The whole team strike. Just using that first game as an example, they struck out 16 times in that game.
And the Empire's calling some horrible plays on this 6-foot giant,
Yeah, you'd think they had that cleaned up a little bit, where they're not going to call that ridiculously low pitch a strike on him, but you still see it from time to time.
6-7, man, and then come on, man.
Come on, man.
What's the matter with you people?
Yeah, it's some of these umpires.
That's
stink.
right. It's not about you.
It's not about
it's
you,
about
bro.
the guys in front of you. That's right. The ones that hit the ball.
I mean, you can say umpires suck, but it's really a problem in all sports.
Yeah, all of them. The referees.
Referees in football
oh
stink.
My God, they're
in basketball,
horrible.
they stink.
I don't know, man. I think those guys, they officiate with a blindfold.
Everybody sucks. Well, you're going to complain about it every which way. What can I tell you? But anyway, that's baseball. Anything else on baseball you want to mention? Catching your eye?
Catching my eye?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm waiting for the game, man.
Just that you want to see the game.
The big bases, the no shifting.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and couple of stolen bases already too. You know,
it's interesting how managers already found a loophole though to try to do a shift on the right side where they'll take the left fielder and position him in short right field and basically only have 2 outfielders. So that's the little loophole you see some teams using right
those
now.
guys are going to get burnt, man.
I hope so, yeah. And you could say, well, just hit it down the left field line, but that was the same problem with the shift, right? So,
oh, hell yeah.
But, yeah, you're seeing more hits up the middle.
More hits.
Which is cool.
Faster-paced game, man. It's great.
Yeah, that's the whole thing to me. To me, the length of the game doesn't matter. I have noticed, the base running a little bit more and more base hits, but for me, it's all about the pace of the game, and it's excellent, man. It's so perfect, and it's a pleasure to watch a baseball game like that. It just is. It doesn't stop.
When you
It
see
keeps
the
going.
little strike box on the TV,
Mm-hmm.
ball's going to the strike, and the umpire calls it a ball.
He's terrible.
I mean, 3 balls in a row.
So you're in favor of the robo-ump?
Oh, hell yeah. What is it? IPIR? What?
You got to pee? The bathroom's right outside?
Yeah, I'll be back in a second, man.
I pee. Hopefully not right there where you're sitting.
No, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Sorry, dude.
Oh, you talking about the IL?
Oh, IL?
Yeah, what would IP stand for?
That shit I know.
Talking about the injured list, right?
Let me see. Injured
person.
Person. There you go.
He's an IP.
That's right. He's
Injured
an IP.
person.
Damn, man. What's the matter? My nail's broken.
What about IR?
IR?
Yeah, what is that?
Let me see.
Injured what?
I'm restless.
I'm restless. All right. I'm on the IR. I think that is a thing, though. Isn't that like the injured reserve or something?
Isn't it IL?
That's the injured list, I believe. Yeah.
These people come up with so much crap, man.
What a bunch of idiots.
Hey, we're going to charge you a fortune to go see the game. But you can't do this.
The NBA's pretty exciting right now as we're gearing up for the playoffs and the play-in tournament.
Yeah.
The Knicks are a top 5 seed in the Eastern Conference, which is great because top 6 teams avoid the play-in. And the Knicks, they are going to avoid the play-in. They've had a fantastic season. As a matter of fact, their last game against the Pacers was the first game since 1978, I believe the year is, that they had 3 players with 30 points in the same game. And it happened in a night where their top 3 scorers didn't play in the game. Jalen Brunson didn't play in the game. Julius Randle didn't play in the game. R.J. Barrett didn't play in the game. Yet they had 3 scorers with over 30 points.
I should be playing, coach. You see that?
Manuel Quickly, of course, he's been amazing this year. He had 39. Quentin Grimes, who the last couple weeks is, we knew Quentin Grimes was a good defensive player, but I would say the last 2 weeks or so, the guy's looking like an all-star himself. And Obi Toppin, since Julius Randle got the sprained ankle last week, has been on fire. So he's a guy, his game is improving, and you have this thing coming out now, are the Knicks a better team without Julius Randle? That's kind of a foolish thing to say. You might think when Julius Randle was technically the only all-star on the team, but you could make the argument that Jalen Brunson was an all-star as well, even though he didn't make the roster. And on top of that, has been the most important Knick on the roster this year. Just ask the Dallas Mavericks how important Jalen Brunson is. They're about to miss the playoffs entirely unless something happens for them. And they didn't value re-signing Jalen Brunson, and that team looks a lot different this year. And they tried to clean it up by going out and getting the ultimate clubhouse cancer in Kyrie Irving, who, by the way, had I say that, but I mean, Kyrie Irving had a sick game the other night against the Sacramento Kings, one of the best teams in basketball this year, who, by the way, before this year started, the Kings had the longest playoff drought in all of sports, and they clinched a playoff spot now. So
Really?
That unfortunate designation
Okay.
stands with the Jets now. The Jets have the longest playoff drought.
Oh, that's what I was about to
in
ask
all
you.
of sports. But before the Kings, I think it was at about 15 years the Kings hadn't made the playoffs, and they've had a great year. Brown is coach of the year for sure, and it's going to be very exciting to watch these Sacramento Kings play in the playoffs against these other teams that have superstars, where the Kings are a team. Kings have had the best offense in years in the NBA. as far as offensive efficiency and scoring points is concerned. But and they play a brand of basketball that's incredibly fun to watch. I mean, how good is De'Aaron Fox? Harrison
how
Board,
good is he?
He's really good. He's hard to stop. He's something to watch for sure. Malik Monk off the bench has been great. Sabonis is a good player. Harrison Barnes has been there for a couple years now, starting to come together. Sacramento Kings are a fun basketball team to watch. So when Dallas went in there, basically with their playoff lives on the line, they basically have to win out here. You thought, the Kings were going to make short work of them, but man, oh man, Kyrie Irving, who's been under a lot of scrutiny lately, rightfully so, he had one of the most incredible fourth quarters you'll ever see, hitting big shot after big shot, and Dallas goes on to upset the Sacramento Kings and keep their slim playoff hopes alive. And that's probably one of the most exciting things in the NBA right now with a couple of games left. What's going to happen in that Western Conference at the bottom, seeds 7 through 10. Of course,
those guys make the playoffs?
Well, it's the play-in. So the 7th and 8th seed, they have 2 chances to get in the playoffs, while the 9 and 10 seed only have 1 shot at making the playoffs. So, it's the play-in tournament. 7 through 10 has to obviously participate in that. The Lakers had a big-time loss to the Clippers, which could have put them into the top 6. Now they've dropped back into the play-in. So there's just a ton of exciting things going on right now in the NBA. When you look at the Knicks, who I brought up initially in that 5 seed, they're going to play the Cleveland Cavaliers, and we all know the drama that's going to be around Donovan Mitchell going up against the Knicks. It was high profile in the offseason that Mitchell was going to be a Knick. Donovan Mitchell himself said he thought he was going to be a Knick. He's a hometown product from New York, grew up a Met fan. Everybody wanted him here. He's one of the top players and top guards in the NBA right now. He scored 40 points the other night, as a matter of fact. He's just a spectacular player. The deal didn't happen, and of course it turns out that the Knicks will end up facing off against Donovan Mitchell in the first round. And a lot of people upset about it. I've seen Stephen A. Smith on ESPN, the Knicks better not lose to Donovan Mitchell. But if you go back and look at it, the Cavs wanted not the Cavs, the Jazz wanted a lot for Donovan Mitchell. I think it was like 4 first-round picks. They wanted Emmanuel Quickley. They wanted R.J. Barrett. I'm not sure if Obi Toppin was in that, but they wanted a large haul. And you look at the way the Knicks have developed here and what Jalen Brunson is, and for sure, a Brunson Donovan Mitchell backcourt would have been dynamic if you had those 2 guys. But as a full team, it was Quentin Grimes. Quentin Grimes was in the deal. Grimes and Quickley and the 4 first-round picks. That's a steep price to pay.
Man, that was a lot.
And you see, what Grimes is becoming as a perimeter defender and as a guy who could hit the 3. He has game, man. And IQ is about to become the 6th man of the year, Emmanuel Quickley. He obviously has game. So you didn't give up those guys. You have a team that's a 5th seed in the Eastern Conference right now. You still have all your draft picks. So maybe, just maybe, the Knicks, for the first time in 20 years, made the right decision there to keep this team together, keep your draft picks, and keep building. The oldest starter on the Knicks right now is 28 years old. So they're young, they're talented, and they're heading in the right direction, and they would have mortgaged the future for that deal. Who knows? It's still hard to say it was the right move because R.J. Barrett isn't quite, who he should be where he was drafted, but he's still a pretty good player. And as a team, I'm not sure if they would have been the same with Donovan Mitchell. You could go back and forth. Maybe they would have been better because he's a superstar and he would have been with Brunson and Randall. Or maybe they wouldn't have been as good defensively because you don't have a Quentin Grimes out there defending on the perimeter. Maybe you didn't have the assets to make the trade for Josh Hart, who's another great defender on this team right now. So it's hard to say what was right, but right now it just feels right what the Knicks did.
We'll see next week, huh?
We'll see. Gearing up. Knicks have done well enough for themselves where they don't have to play in the play-in tournament. They're playing great basketball right now. They've won 7 of their last 10 games, even with the Randall injury. And by the way, so are the Cavs. They're playing great basketball right now as well, winning 7 out of their last 10. So I'm just pumped up for the NBA playoffs. That's right around the corner. And there are so many matchups I could sit here and talk about, whether it's the Knicks and Cavs, and you go to the Western Conference, what are the Suns going to do with KD in there? You know, that 3-6 matchup between the Kings and the Warriors is hot fire in the first round. I want to see this young, dynamic offense in the Sacramento Kings play, you know, the defending champs who have had a horrible year and have a horrible road record. The Warriors are 9-30 on the road this year. They've just been awful.
What happened?
So, you know, they missed one of their top defenders in Andrew Wiggins for most of the year. He's just getting back now. And, you know, injuries here and there. Steph missed some time and Clay missed sometimes. But I just don't think you could really blame all that. They've just been bad. So we'll see what happens. But that is hot fire, that first round series. I want to see the Kings and the Warriors.
So when does that start?
Well, there are only 2 games left in the NBA
So
season.
it's got to be next week.
Yeah, so I think it's getting started sometime next week. We'll see what's up there. But, yeah, that's pretty much what I got my eye on in sports. And, of course, the Aaron Rodgers stuff. He's not a Jet yet. And now there are rumors that maybe there's a third team involved, even though most people are saying that it's just being used as a negotiating tool from the Packers. Nobody else is really getting involved.
From what I hear, it's not about the 13th pick now.
It's not about the 13th pick, but maybe it's still about first-round picks, and the Jets are being stingy on trying to give up first-round picks next year. You know, they probably still are hung up on the fact that they only gave up a third-round pick for Favre all those years ago, but that is a long time ago, and it is a different situation here because both of these teams seem like they've given themselves nowhere else to fall. The Jets have put all their eggs in the Aaron Rodgers basket, and the Packers have put all their eggs in the Aaron Rodgers to the Jets basket because, you know, it would be really awkward now if they said, well, we're not trading him, and there's nowhere else he can go, and we've already promised Jordan Love the starting quarterback job. It seems like an impossible situation. So you would think, regardless of what it is, they got to make a deal here.
They got to make a deal so you can get used to his new guys.
And who's gonna blink first? Well, I guess maybe it's not important yet, but yeah, as you get closer and closer, at least by the draft, I would say you got to hope that at least by the draft, this is gonna be done. Am I wrong?
No, you ain't wrong.
Am I wrong?
They should do it right now.
So anyway, there's I could keep talking sports on and on and on.
Yeah,
and on,
man, forget about it.
Okay, I'll forget about it. All right.
Yeah, you know why?
Why?
Because I want to sit down on the couch, report.
Oh yeah, I'd like to unwind. That sounds like a good idea.
Like to unwind.
Yeah. So it is the Couch Report.
Si, senor.
And we saw a movie together.
Yes, we have.
And I know what you're thinking.
And it wasn't John Wick.
Exactly.
All right?
It wasn't John Wick.
That's right. So all you people listening out there, listen to about the movie that we saw yesterday.
A huge disappointment that it wasn't John Wick, but the movie was pretty cool. We saw the Super Radio... No. The Super... This is our new movie. The Super Mario Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Mario.
It's
Luigi.
Mario.
Hey, Mario, help me.
Yeah, so the Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, we went out there to see it with your grandson.
Yes.
8-year-old grandson.
Yeah, your nephew.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
And for some reason, why was I laughing so much in the theater?
You were laughing.
Oh, my goodness.
You were laughing louder than any kid in there.
Yeah.
You were way into it.
Yeah, I was going, ho, 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 ho. Hey, Mommy, that's scary. What is that?
Yeah, he went dressed as Herman Munster.
That's right, man. And I'm a short guy.
You're a short guy. Yeah. Well, you use stilts, you know.
Yeah.
It's weird to sit in
them.
Hey,
that dude still got a flat head.
Yeah, but what did you think of the Super Mario Brothers?
I think Super Mario Brothers should be in the talk of the Academy Awards.
You think it might get some talk, some
For
consideration?
Animation, yeah, animation was unbelievable, and it's just like the video game. It's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
I love these aggregates, right? So the audience score so far is a glowing review. The audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, that's the aggregate that pulls together a bunch of reviews, and the audience score for Super Mario Brothers is at 96%, and the critics, I don't know how you can be a critic for a movie like this, but the critics, they have it at 54%, which honestly isn't terrible.
I guess I never played the game.
Let's see. So the critics' consensus here from Rotten Tomatoes says, while it's nowhere near as thrilling as Turtle tipping your way to 128 lives, the Super Mario Brothers movie is a colorful, albeit thinly plotted, animated adventure that has about as many Nintendos as Nintendon'ts. Okay?
Oh, that's not cool. Come on, when you can get adults to go see the movie, it's good.
Yeah. So you had Chris Pratt as Mario, which was interesting. I thought maybe my favorite too. I love Jack Black as Bowser. I thought he was cool, and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong was fantastic. He was pretty good too. So it was cool. It was a cool movie to check out with
Bowser
kids.
singing and playing the piano. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So
I'm gonna get the princess to marry me. I'll never marry you.
So it was a cool cartoon. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So come on, we still got to get out.
Yeah, we got to get out there and see Jack. Not Jack.
Jack D.
I was going to say Jack Ryan.
Quick.
But the Keanu Reeves movie.
Yeah.
What is it again? What's his name? What's the guy's name? Come on, you know it. You know it.
You know that dude.
Not Jack Ryan.
No, not Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jack.
Can Keanu Reeves play Jack Ryan?
No.
You don't like that?
No. John Wick,
Oh,
baby.
John Wick. Yeah, my favorite part of the trailer is he says, "I need a gun."
You need a whole lot of guns.
I love John Wick, and I recently saw the first two. I haven't seen the third again, but I saw the third so many times. Just they get crazier and more insane each movie. They just up the ante each time. So part 3 was so insane. I can't imagine how wild 4 is.
Oh my God.
I can't imagine.
Oh, they need a lot of stunt people, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to kill that guy over there tomorrow, We're going to have lunch today.
I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait. But, all right. Anyway.
Well, mommy's going to go with me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
She screamed in the Mario Brothers
Yeah, that's right.
Mom.
That made her jump, right?
Yeah.
She had a moment.
Oh, man.
So, all right, there you go. So, anything else to say about Super Mario Brothers?
No, I love the movie. Seriously.
Awesome. Yeah, it was
so
pretty cool.
if you guys got kids, go see the movie.
All right. What? Anything else you got here on Couch Report?
Couch Report. Sitting on the couch and looking at that mouse.
Whoa, that's scary.
Yeah, looking and walking in front of me.
Yeah.
Couch Report is good, man. We're playing ball.
All right.
And I saw Donnie, my boy, today.
Oh, that's good.
So he's going for a third opinion on his leg. So he's definitely not playing the rest of the year right now. So,
That's unfortunate. That's not cool.
No, it's not cool. But he comes out, supports us and all that. So, And we love Donnie.
All right.
Kentucky Blue, baby. Right?
Is that the color of their uniforms? It's blue?
What, Kentucky?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the matter with you,
Well,
man?
it's not much of
Hey,
college.
come on, man.
It's college
Come
fan,
on,
you
one
know,
of
what do
those
you want from me?
quarterbacks is going to be in the draft.
Oh, yeah?
Will Levitt.
Oh, okay.
So.
Gordon Levitt. That's the dude that played
Gordon Levitt.
Robin in Batman, right?
No,
Something like that.
Man.
Wasn't he in the Batman movie, the third one?
No, man. He must be
He's
really
a quarterback now?
Yeah, he must be really old. He looks good for his age.
Yeah. So I'm surprised.
Yeah, so that's about it, man. Baseball, Easter coming this weekend.
All right.
Go see the Mario
Brothers.
movie with the Mario Brothers.
Yep.
It's very cool,
All right.
know.
All right.
And I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, too bad that's the one thing they were. I wish Luigi would have spent a little more time in the Haunted Mansion, because if you're a Nintendo fan, you do know that Luigi's one and only standalone game. Well, I don't know if it was the only, but the most famous one was Luigi's Mansion, and it was basically him in a mansion like that with ghosts, and he had a vacuum cleaner where you would suck up the ghosts with the vacuum cleaner, and it was a really cool game. And Boos is what they're called, the enemy in Mario. The Boos are some of the best enemies in the game.
You know there's got to be more movies. Come on.
So kind of disappointed there were no Boos, but it's okay. That was the only thing missing, I would say, from the whole thing. That's what I thought. I thought when it started, I was like, oh, cool. They got Luigi in the Haunted Mansion like the game, and it didn't last very long. But
oh, you can't talk about too much about the movie.
Oh, yeah, am I giving it all away?
Yeah,
Oh,
what's the matter with you?
I'm giving it away.
Hey, I did not do that.
Spoiler!
Yeah, young Joe. Here, let me smack him.
Spoiler!
Stop that. Stop that.
Sorry about that. Sorry
Okay.
about that. All right. Anything else for you, my friend?
Everything's cool. Waiting for the bunny day.
All right. Bunny Day right around the corner. Easter weekend. Not much from me. I did see the new Reggie Jackson documentary on Amazon, which you should check out. It was pretty awesome. Get a little bit more of the story, his story, and what was going on when he was with the Yankees. And here's one thing I didn't realize. It was pretty interesting at the end of the documentary. Spoilers again, but I don't think anybody cares with the documentary because they know this is already the case. Or maybe you're like me, you're a sports fan, and you didn't even know this was going on. Did you know that Reggie Jackson is no longer a part of the Yankee organization?
Why? What happened?
He's on the Houston Astros last couple of years.
Oh, so he's cheating now?
Maybe that's why the Yankees can't beat them.
You know, his candy bar came out again.
So, and it was interesting how the documentary presented it because he said basically that, you know what, over last half a decade or so, nobody listens to me anymore. Nobody cares about what I have to say. Analytics kind of took over. And a big thing that Reggie Jackson is kind of trying to make a big part of his agenda is to get more African-American children to play baseball. You know, he wants to go into the inner cities. He wants to pump money into, you know, Little League can be expensive, helping these kids get into Little League and stuff. And there's this, and he says, you know what? Nobody with the Yankees would listen to me anymore. And then the documentary shows him sit down with Hal Steinbrenner. They're filming it, and he tells Hal about this. He says, "Look, this is kind of I'm making this my life work. I wanna do this." And Hal just starts talking like he didn't even hear a word he said. You know, he just starts talking in generalities and cliches, and you could see the look on Reggie Jackson's face, like, what an a-hole this dude is, you know? And he talked before that about how close he was to George, you know, and how toward the end of George Steinbrenner's life, Reggie Jackson would go and see him weekly and hang out in his room with him and watch Gene Autry cowboy movies and talk about baseball and stuff. And I
love Gene Autry.
How Steinbrenner said the worst mistake he ever made was letting Reggie Jackson go. But yeah, that kind of led to him heading to Houston, and he says the ownership there really listens to him, and they're helping him realize some of his goals. And it just feels all the stuff you hear that comes from people who talk about the current Yankee front office and, you know, how they're charging for Wi-Fi and the fact that, you know, a guy like Reggie Jackson, he should be a Yankee for life.
That's right.
And by the way, he's like best friends with Hal Steinbrenner's dad, who passed away. And from his own documentary, you know, that I just, big time Amazon documentary that just dropped on Amazon, him saying that, you know what, felt like nobody was cared or listened to me anymore. And I had to go. For Reggie Jackson to say, and especially you watch the documentary, the way he talks about the Yankees and the love he has for the Yankees and the history and how different it is to be, because, I mean, the guy won 3 championships with the Oakland A's, but how it just meant more and how it was different to do it in New York, to be a Yankee, and how he was the face of the Yankees' return to being champions after not winning for 15 years. For that guy to unceremoniously just leave the organization, just to me is a look into Hal and Cashman and just how the fans themselves, we feel like we've been disenfranchised and nobody listens to us. So it almost like feels like Reggie was speaking for the fans. Like, they don't listen to me either anymore.
Nobody listens to me.
So I don't know. That was kind of sad to me to see that. I didn't know that was the case.
No, I can't watch that. I'll be crying.
It'll make you cry?
Oh, hell yeah.
So anyway, it was really good, though. You would love some of the footage of the old Yankees and some of the stuff going on there. And, of course, there's a lot of civil rights movement stuff in there. And it's just a fascinating piece. So I think it's called Reggie, and it's just dropped this week on Amazon. So check it out. And I saw, and another thing now streaming on Amazon is Creed 3, which I saw for the first time. And it was all right. It was pretty good. It's as good as I thought that the second one was okay too. So I kind of put it on the level of that. The only difference with this one was that there was no Rocky, which kind of sucked. You're used to seeing Rocky in this, but when you see what the story is more about his childhood and how this friend that he grew up with in the group home kind of comes out of nowhere, and eventually. Well, am I giving it away again?
Yeah, man. What's the matter with you?
I'll leave it at that.
He did it again.
It's about a spoiler. It's about his best friend growing up that nobody knew about, that he grew up with in a group home that spent the last 20 years in prison.
Stop talking.
But yeah, it was good. It was good.
Okay.
I dug it.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, I think that's about my couch report. You have anything else?
No, man. Let's put the chair down and let's rock and roll, baby.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, people.
Enjoy your weekend with the eggs and the...
That's right, and go see the Mario...
And the eggs and the bunnies.
And that crazy little rabbit.
And the cottontails and the chocolate bunnies. Those are good.
Oh, man, the chocolate bunnies with the marshmallows.
Oh, the best are the Cadbury eggs, right? Don't forget about those.
I put them in the fridge.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. It goes snap.
Give it a shot. Cadbury egg in the fridge, right?
That's right.
Let us know what you think.
I love it.
In the words of Bob Dylan, time is an ocean, but it ends at the shore. The Super Radio Brothers have reached the shore. See ya!
Thank you for my oars. I got the shore. Everybody be safe out there. Happy Easter.